Hi everyone. Okay, so I've arrived. I've been away for a couple of days just trying to get myself used to this place. Wow, is it different? I knew it would be, but it's just beyond belief. Anyway, got to the airport okay in London. No problems there. Checked in. Bags were underweight, fortunately, which I was a bit concerned about, as some of you will know. And then settled myself into an 10 and a half hour flight, I think it was in the end. So we flew out of London and did a very sharp turn over the North Sea, across the Netherlands, and then into Russia, and then over Russia into Mongolia, and then down over Mongolia, across Beijing, and then down into Shanghai. And I think a night passed in a very few short hours, it seemed. Remember seeing the sun going down behind me, and then before I knew it, it was coming up in front of me. So arrived in Shanghai, all was well, straight through immigration, customs, no problems. And then it was a 3-hour wait. I'd been told that I was being met by somebody called Kelly, and that she was going to be there at 11 o'clock, and in the end she was there, I think it was about 12:15. And I've been there since 7:30, so more than a little bit bored. She kindly said that she was going to take me for lunch, so you can imagine my surprise when lunch was Burger King at the end of the airport concourse, which was A, unexpected, and B, not very nice. But anyway, that was fine. Then to jump into the back of some little Chinese MPV who was driven by a man who I'm pretty sure hadn't been drinking, but certainly his aftershave was very alcoholic, and then had a 3-hour trip to Shaoxing along the motorway, and boy is it hot. It was about 24 degrees, and the air conditioning didn't work inside the bus, so it was windows down all the way. And it seems that the only method of indication that you need in China on the roads is the horn, and that basically means anything from get out of my way to you're about to get hurt, or you're going to squash me, something like that. So lanes in China, well, I think they're just pretty markings on the road surface. Apart from that, they mean absolutely nothing. But I was quickly surprised by the amount of poverty, even in eastern China, which is meant to be the affluent area, there is. I mean, derelict buildings with people living in. It's all quite a surprise. I knew that China was poor, but certainly not around Shanghai. So after a very hot and dirty journey back, I arrived at the apartment, which is what you can see in the background. And it's big, but there's nothing here. I have 2 double beds with mattresses, which are incredible. I have checked, there isn't plywood, but it feels like it. They are that hard. So I've got 2 of those, and then a kitchen, a rudimentary bathroom and shower, and then a huge sort of hallway come living room, dining room. But I'm set up, the PC's obviously installed, I've got music, and thankfully I can still get to the BBC as well, which is good. So Steve Wright in the afternoon, bit of Radio 4 every now and again, and it reminds me of home. All you people back there enjoying some cold and wet weather, I understand, so good old British weather I've left behind. So that was it, a very dodgy first night, hugely uncomfortable, not particularly warm, and in fact I thought, right, when's the next flight back to the UK? But you'll be pleased to hear that I am staying. It's proved to be better. I've met some of the other non-English English teachers. There's Henrika from the Netherlands, and then there's Jeff, who's across the corridor, who's an Australian. There's another guy, I think, called Anthony, who's above me. He's a PE teacher here. And then there's Jan from Poland, and who's the other guy? David from Australia. And they're all here, and yeah, they've been a great support, and went out shopping yesterday into the local supermarket, basically to get things for the apartment. There were things like new clean bedding, things to eat off like plates and cups and food. I've got a fridge, so I can make English tea because I can't get my head around Chinese tea yet. I'm sure I will do soon. And then we went off for lunch to a very posh restaurant where you walk into a sort of hallway place, and then you choose what food you want. And once you've done that, the staff there, they take you off into your own private room where you sit and you eat your lunch. So that's what we did yesterday, and then headed back, and I was round with a couple of the teachers for dinner last night, and then a slightly more comfortable night last night, but not amazingly so, for a 10 o'clock meeting this morning. And I think what I'll do, I'll save the details for that meeting until the next blog and see if this one uploads okay. So hope you're all doing well, and if there's anything that you want to hear about, email me, although email's a bit unreliable at the moment, so you can try my old address, and if it gets through I will reply, but if not, you can post a message here. I think there should be a link to my user area in YouTube, or you can post a video response. So hope to hear from you soon. Okay, bye bye.